Alright, well here we are. We are in the city downtown in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And we are going to be going across the street over here to City Hall, the city of Bartlesville. If you see up there on the corner of the building, it's got the Bartlesville Area History Museum and Gift Shop. And that is our next destination. Stand by, we'll let you know if we're able to record in there or not. Here it is, 5th floor, City Hall. And it actually has this museum here. Of course, you have your self-guided tour that you can do on your own. And
we're on. So we have came up here, and this is a temporary exhibit that's going on this side of the museum, and it talks all about Mr. Phillips and how he came here to Bartlesville, and some of the things that him and his family did. So we're gonna go and walk around, take a little look-see, and we do have a little video that's going on right here behind us, kind of talking about the museum and some of the things that they have going on in here. But as we go through the day through the museum with us, hang out, because there's some really neat things over there on that side. But this is just a lot of reading, but we're going to show it to you.
yeah, this has a lot of the history of Mr. Phillips and his family and their legacy.
And look at this. This is Frank and Janie when they got married in 1897. That is, wow.
It's headlined, Our Oily Past. And the history just goes on from wall to wall, all the way around.
They have color sheets for the kids, so that way you can teach them about the oil. That's nice. They have simple pictures.
So the Nellie Johnstone, that is actually the first oil rig that they had in the state of Oklahoma. And they have the big model of it that we showed last video. The Phillips 66ers. Who would have thought?
Well, it's basketball signed by all kinds of people.
Yeah. See, more history, all through the years of their oily past. This is a model of the first derrick, which actually they have a whole lot bigger model that you already saw. It's one of the old fuel pumps. Look at that thing. That was a little while back. Pump it up. They do have a nice little gift shop here. It has all kinds of books that have the history of Bartlesville and others. They even got little children's books. Cowboy Camp, My First Shapes, Opposites, and Christmas in Oklahoma. They got little hats, and they got some t-shirts. They got those little propeller thingies that you put between your hands and spin up there. Cookie cutters. Ooh. magnets. That's pretty cool. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation. Got cards, magnets, postcards. Got all kinds of stuff here. There's your coffee cup. Bartlesville. Guess they weren't going to wrap that around there. More stickers. We got stickers. Woo -woo. One says, howdy.
We've got company. Hello there, my name is Frank Griggs. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I have the distinct honor of welcoming you to the Bartlesville Area History Museum. You know, over the past century or so, Bartlesville has become known around the country as an all-American city, the stuff of legends. I'm sure pleased to have played a part in the story of this fine community. I came to town in 1908, a photographer, with 25 cents in one pocket and a ton of dreams in the other. Little did I know that the photos I would take over the next 70 years would form the basis of a visual record, documenting some exciting times in the history of Bartlesville, indeed some of the most exciting times in the history of Oklahoma.
So this here talks a lot about the $1 million M. You'll have to look that up. That's involving Osage Nation. This is all the Osage Nation people and some of their dresses and outfits and stuff that they wore during those times. This is Chief Baconrine, and he became a chief in 1912 and worked with Washington D.C. every year. He'd go up to Washington D.C. to promote for the Osage Nation's oil and natural gas resources. That's pretty neat. Here's a Cherokee alphabet. If you've never seen that, that is what it looks like. That's pretty neat. That's some of their language there. It's really neat. And this is Cherokee here. I recognize that blanket right
Beginning
there.
Cherokee by Ruth Bradley Holmes and Betty Sharp Smith, pronounced by Mrs. Betty Smith. Many Cherokee words are abbreviated. The speaker has given both the short and the long version. The speaker may say the same word differently on different occasions. Each optional version will be pronounced once. If there are no choices, each word will be spoken twice alike. Let's say the letters. Tikowe-la-ni-di-di-wa. A, E, I, O, U, Ga, Ka.
Delaware. Delaware Indian Council.
These moccasins are incredible.
That's a Delaware Indian shirt right there with necklace. There's the Cherokee Legends and the Trail of Tears, the book. It would be interesting to read sometime. I have not read that one yet.
It started in Georgia.
Some arrowheads.
They started in Georgia and then they traveled all the way to Oklahoma in the Trail of Tears.
Delaware Indian. Well, shuck my corn. It's a
They used that
metal
between
corn
1910 and 1920. And then look at this cast iron. I mean, we all cook on cast irons now. Well, my family does. And look at this. Could you imagine?
That's a cauldron.
That cast iron pot. The Delaware Grease Drinking Company. Wow.
We are going into the section for the pioneer leaders. This is going, you know, step further past the Indians and then how the town has progressed. It's really neat. There's your secret of happiness in case anybody ever wanted to know.
Wow, you guys see this furniture.
There you go. Some worn out boots. What we got over here, Mom?
This was the Carr family that lived here in Bartlesville, and this is some of their children and their children's children. This is like their tree, and then this is some of their furniture that was donated.
Actual furniture. That's pretty cool.
I mean, wow. The old photos is just amazing how well preserved they are.
Master Mason's diploma. What a desk.
It's a little
That's
dark in
nice.
here, but
It's not a roll top, instead this plate right here actually goes up, clips on. And we got a little rocker back here. There's a fireplace mantle. Look at that old wood. That's awesome. Well, that depot that we just went to see just not long ago. This is actually 2 seats, actual original seats that were in that depot.
and then here's a painting of it, so you can kind of see how they found it, and they had to restore it.
Nothing but grass in a field. Start that oil production.
Here's a Mexican saddle.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot of work there. Nice leather work and woodwork in it. I mean, all of this is actually wood. That is wood. Got some branding irons. A lot of rodeo stuff. You got that longhorn. Can't forget the longhorn. We ain't in Texas, but they had longhorn here too.
This clock was housed in the limestone school offices until the school was sold to the Armstrong Bank. So they brought the clock here.
Over here we got a bunch of metalworker stuff. Blacksmithing.
That's a hot job.
That's some hot job there. Yeah. That was some real work there. Movies.
When television came to be,
A telemovie city. The world's first telemovie city. That's funny. Brings the theater into your living room. There's your TV. Check out that thing. Uh-huh.
It even has a clock on the top of it.
Hey, that was special order. The Chesterfield. There's a fire cart. That's where you roll up that hose into.
And the
Ding,
bucket,
ding, 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 ding.
the fire bucket used to haul water or sand to assist in extinguishing fires.
Yeah. That's nice. We got shifts now. City service, 75 years of service.
SS Cradle of Liberty, commissioned November 1974. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
that's pretty.
Portable. Mason and Hamlin. Instrumental. Instrument carried west in covered wagons. Yeah, that's a little bitty thing.
It's made of from 1890 oak collapsible pump bellows operated reed organ.
Yeah.
Style 120,
Even got your foot pedal pumps down there.
made by Mason and Hamill in Boston, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Smaller, cheaper, and more portable than pipe organs.
Definitely more portable. Those are made out of real wood too. Oh, now there's a dollhouse.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go, we find little houses.
a little dollhouse. Or a big little dollhouse.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of intricacies to that. Check that out. That is really cool.
The dollhouse in this case is a replica of the home built by David S. and Ann Poe on 1609 Hillcrest Drive in Bartlesville. They were residents for 61 years. Just passed away in 1991.
Here's some history, kids.
Anybody know what that
What's
is?
this called? What do you do with that? And how do you operate it?
Oh.
Wow, I remember that. That's sad. There you go, there's your operator's board. What we got? Oh, we got a dictaphone over here.
1925.
Wow.
Don't
that's
even know
neat.
how to use that.
Nope, that was way before my time.
I'll take that off for a minute. Time for a learning session.
Our relationship to the earth has always defined us. Farmers gathered, hunters trapped, and kings divided the land. For centuries, indigenous people traveled through Oklahoma en route to somewhere else. Better grazing, better hunting, richer land. By the time Native Americans were forced to relocate here, it was in large part because the land had no significant economic value. Oil changed that.
So I see a little bit of a trend going here. We had the oil and the Osage. Then come the oil. At the arrival of the railroad, the zinc, gas, and oil related industries. Come social life. Look at that band. That's some outfits. That's enlisted band. Aviation. Architecture. We've already been there. Already been there. We have not been out to the mansion though. Frank Phillips.
Then the professionals.
Yes. Oh, look there. Nice. It's a tow truck. You know the boys got to look at the toys.
Of course.
Get your hard hat on. Retta pumps. We just heard about those. That changed the oil industry. Made it a lot easier to get oil, extract oil from the ground. Tom Mix actually has his own museum here in town also. We have not done that. Wow.
That was a piece of the ceiling molding.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the little museum bit that we just went through. And what did you think about it?
For a free, another free option, it was very informative, and I really liked it. Took us about an hour and 15 minutes to walk through and watch the videos and things like that. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I agree. And the Osage in this area, the dealings that they had with the oil companies and stuff back then was that was really neat. And the startup of, you know, Phillips and his brother, and
It was it was fun.
Everybody with the oil. Yeah, it was really neat.
And then, you know, to get out of the heat for a little bit, so you get to get into the air conditioning and, you know, really learn a little bit more history. I mean, why not enrich your brain? So now we found ourselves outside. It is a beautiful day today here in Bartlesville, and we came out here in between each like block row of buildings. I mean, every block there's these little parks.
They love parks in the city of Bartlesville.
Yeah.
There are parks, and I mean, they look like this. This is the stuff.
It's beautiful.
They've got all these, every place has seating places. It's all shaded, well manicured grass. I mean, this is really neat.
They even put out like shade. So like this didn't have any shade, so they put out shade, like canopies, so that way you can stay cool. It's really beautiful. Like, it really makes you feel welcome and to go outside.
And look at those balconies up on that building up there. Gorgeous. It's a really old building too.